So some unlucky cunt back in the day is chopping up some mint and he's got the salvia by mistake.
Yeah.
And he's tripping balls going.
Yeah, baby.
9.
Episode 187 in this bitch.
No, for the past like 5 episodes, we keep saying the wrong number. This is 186.
Oh, shit. I'm in the future, man.
Yeah, where we keep saying it every time. I've been cracking up when I'm editing it. I'm like, fucking hell. Oh, fuck. We have some South American penis juice today.
Nice.
You know,
Freshly squeezed.
Literally, I squeeze this out of my cock.
Wow. I
Why
wonder
you
why it
having
was
it?
so thick.
Yeah.
It's like when you have a thick shake from Macca's and the straw closes up.
Yeah.
You just can't get it through.
What's been happening, man?
Nothing much,
let me
brother.
know. You're eager to let me know what's happened with you.
Man, I recently,
What have you
last
done?
night, went to Kendrick Lamar concert. He came to Sydney. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Schoolboy Q actually opened for him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he played at Moore Park, the footy stadium, and Allianz Arena. So he's doing stadiums, of course. It was a good show, man. It was an amazing show.
Yep.
It's just funny because Tori got me got us tickets for my birthday in July, and she got us mosh tickets. And I didn't realize we were standing until we got there, and we're like, "Oh, where are we sitting?" She's like, "Oh, we're in the mosh." And then she's like, "I didn't really think this through," but she goes, "He comes on like Schoolboy Q came on at about 7:30, and then he didn't come on to Kendrick till 9, and he didn't finish till 11. So for like four hours, we were standing, right?
Were they going crazy in the mosh?
Yeah, not crazy. It was more like, you know,
Oh, okay.
It's different. It's not like an EDM vibe, obviously, but not crazy, not like actually moshing, but we were just in the, you know, general admission kind of
Yep.
area.
Yep.
But they split the mosh up into 2 different parts. You got the front part of the mosh, then there's a fence, and then you got the rear. So it was about $300 a ticket, apparently. And it was good, man. It was a good show. It's funny because you know you're getting old when you leave and you just your back sore, your legs sore, and you're like
lower back.
yeah.
bro.
Me and Tori doing hamstring stretches halfway through, and we're like fuck. But yeah, man, it was good, man. It was good, and it's just one of those things where I don't know what it is, but in an arena, I don't know if rap concerts have the same effect as in like Enmore, like in a closed arena, like a Metro Theatre kind of vibe, because I don't know, you don't really hear when he's rapping. It's echoey. So you not that you need to hear him rap because you know his
Wait,
songs.
this was a stadium.
Open stadium.
Oh, okay.
Is that where they play footy? Like
Yep.
Roosters play here.
Yeah, yep.
So essentially, we're on the field where they play, but they've obviously
Turned it into a fucking
the thing.
I feel that.
So it was good, but it's just like it's not the same kind of event. But the thing is with Kendrick, he has to do stadiums now. He can't do anything less.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's probably the last time I'll see Kendrick. You know, only because. You know, I've seen him like 3 times now. Money Trees popped off. You know, swimming pools popped off.
Did he perform Man of the Year?
Schoolboy, you mean?
Yeah, Schoolboy?
Schoolboy did. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he did that song "Blessed," which is such a classic, right?
Yeah.
And then right at the end, Kendrick played "Not Like Us," and that everyone went off.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like everyone's singing about Drake, like, and it's just like this is still a vibe.
Yeah,
like, isn't that
yeah.
nuts? Like that's got to be the most crazy rap beef ending. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it's like Drake has. It's not like Drake has songs where. Like, he's not singing any songs that he'd done at his concerts that were, like, intended towards Kendrick. You know what I mean? But Kendrick's one song that he made an anthem, he still performs to this day. It's crazy.
How long ago was the beef now? 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah, and
man.
he's still doing the thing. He's still doing, like... And he performed another diss track. He performed Like That. You know that song, that first diss track that he did against Drake that started the whole thing?
Yep.
And it was really good, man. And then the other day as well, me and Tori decided to buy me and Tori UFC tickets to the UFC Sydney show that's coming in February.
Yep.
Guess how much the tickets were? And these are nosebleeds right at the back. Guess how much? Per ticket each.
I'm going to
Guess.
say 600.
$585 for the back. I'm talking like where
You're
in the back
kidding.
section, yeah. And then James, yeah, he got him and Sally are going with friends, and they paid $748 a ticket, and they're only about 50 meters closer than us.
Shit.
So they're not even kind of like close.
See, for me, that's nowhere near worth it.
It's crazy. Like, it depends, right? I'm obsessed, so I'm like, I would.
I'm not into it as much
Yeah.
as you, but I feel like if I was into it, 500 probably wouldn't be too bad.
I'll tell you what's annoying though about it all. Like, they're pricing out the fans, the original OG fans that brought the sport to where it is now. Like, it's annoying. They're kind of playing into the rich people of the world, because they're the ones with the money, and they go, fuck your normies with that aren't making heaps. We'll just price everyone out, and if the guys that with not enough money still want to drop money on it, then whatever. And I'm bitching to you about the price, but I still bought tickets. You know what I mean? So it's working. But apparently, when they come to Australia, the New South Wales government pays. They pay like the UFC, or I don't know how it works, but the New South Wales government gets in on it and pays to have them there. So then the New South Wales government have to make their nut back by pricing up the tickets even more. So that's why. So it would be cheaper if you went to Vegas. Obviously, you'd have to pay for flights and whatever, but the UFC tickets like in Vegas or something would be cheaper than Australia, because the New South Wales government tries to get their nut back by adding price. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up, man. It's like, I feel like the UFC is becoming one of those companies where, you know how like anything, it's like investing, right? When a company has no one investing in it, you can get it real cheap. But then the more eyes, right,
it starts to go up.
It starts to go up. And that's now, it's like, they're $585 now for nosebleeds. Next year, they won't come back for another few, like maybe 5 years to Sydney probably.
Really?
Or 3.
I thought it was once a year.
Not once a year. They went to Perth.
Oh, Perth.
But Sydney, they might not come back for like 3 to 5 years. But next time, you bet your ass those nosebleeds they won't be $585. They'll probably be $600 and something. You know what I mean? Of course. So it's. But then I said to Tori after she got him, she's like, I got him, and I was like, yeah, sweet, and I was happy, but I was also like, fuck Dana White, man. Fuck all the cunts that are like
fucking
in
assholes,
the UFC that are just like, it's kind of annoying, man. But it is what it is. The environment's going to be, the atmosphere is going to be crazy. Ty's fighting on that card. Tai Tuivasa. There's a bunch of
Volk fighting.
Volk is the main event.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
it's a title fight, and it might be his last fight. We don't know.
Oh shit.
So yeah, and they've announced other fights, and luckily, because now with their new Paramount deal, UFC made a Paramount deal. Now we're getting pay-per-view cards. So this is an actual. Before they used to do little fight night cards here, and cards that really didn't mean anything. And now we're getting like good cards. So they're announcing the fights, and there's gonna be some good scraps on that day. So I'm really excited.
Yeah,
and
nice.
we'll get there from the start to the finish. So it'll be about 7-8 hours worth of fights we'll be there for.
Shit.
Or 6 hours, yeah.
God damn. Do you get blind at those things or what? Like,
Yeah, a few drinks, yeah. And it's good because like we'll go over to
you're
see
at the front going, come on, you cunts trying to fight some cunt.
Well, I said to James, I go, we'll meet up in between fights, because it's you have a good little period in between fights where you can go to the bar, get a drink, go meet up with your friends, this and that, but then you make your way back to your seats when the fights are on, you know what I mean? So you've got to make a full day out of it. So
Interesting. How do they police the whole going back to your seats? Like, how do they stop drunk cunts from just like running around and jumping on, trying to get closer and shit?
I mean,
or is it just kind of
they probably have
honesty policy type?
Probably.
Yeah.
And they have those people that just, those people that just wait there, the security that are just like leading people to their seats or whatever. They probably, if someone steals your seat, you can just be like, hey, this is my seat. Like, look, you show them, and then they're going to be like, you know what I mean? So But yeah, a lot of money goes into it. But I just thought to Tori, even though, we got the holiday coming up next year, we got the wedding, we got this, we got that. I was like to Tori, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it. I don't know when we're going to do this again.
Yeah, true.
And I like paying for experiences.
Yeah.
I had a good 10 minutes that I blew up in my head, and I was like, fucking hell, you motherfucker. But then I was like, and because I'm buying both our tickets, obviously. So then I was just like,
Tori's like, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, I said to her, I was like, yeah, I'll buy a ticket. And then when she said the price, I was like, I can't just double back and go, do you want to get your own? No, she's never been to a UFC live, so she's kind of into. I've got her into it a little bit, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, cool, man.
What about you? What's been happening?
Me, not much. We were just discussing off air. Next week might be our last week of recording.
Yep.
It's
till the early Jan, or
I'd assume like maybe Jan 13th, 14th, usually around that. So, I mean, let us know in the comments. Do you want to hear fillers? Do you want to have a break? Have a little 3-week break, build a bit of tension, bit of anticipation for the return next year in
absence
January.
makes the heart grow fonder, don't they say?
Yeah.
Or it just makes them angry.
Or we just lose all our numbers and But I don't know, man. Like, I guess we'll see. We might be able to squeeze maybe one filler and then just have the little 2-week break. Let everyone, like I feel like in the holidays people aren't going to be listening to podcast.
That's what I think.
Like I feel like unless you're maybe going cross country somewhere, driving a couple hours away, then you might whack it on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments, man. We got one more week. Other than that, man. I've just been chilling. I've been grinding out some tunes. I finally got my idea for my album next year. Remember I was talking a couple episodes ago. I was like, I feel like I've got too much songs now. None of them make sense. I was able to kind of wrap my head in a way for it to make sense a little bit.
Hit me.
So I'm gonna sit on it.
Okay.
I'll sit on it till next year. I'm in the process of just trying to. So I do this thing where when I get overwhelmed with too many projects, I do this thing where I go, okay, fuck it. I'm overwhelmed now. I can't kind of pick and choose what I want to do. So I'll put a rule on myself. I go through all my projects in order from how they are. Because if I show you my FL projects folder, there's literally like fucking 30 fucking things, right? So I'll go in order. I'm not allowed to skip. I'm not allowed to. And the rule is I have to finish that project, whether it's finish it or delete it because I don't like it. Yeah. That's the two options. I can't play with this one for a little bit and then chop and change and go, fuck it, then go to the next project and then start a new song. I have to complete the project that I open. So I'm in the process of doing that. It's a cool little tip, man. It helps you kind of pump some stuff out. It's like a game. It's like, fuck it. If I like it enough, I'm going to finish it. If I don't like it, just delete it. Next one.
Yeah.
Delete it. Next one. So I'm doing that. Probably got like 3-4 songs done. Sounding okay. I'm happy with it so far. So we'll see how it's looking and sounding, in 2026.
Yeah.
DZ has not returned.
No.
He's missing. We don't know where he is. Will he return in 2026? We don't know. But we will see. He is still working the night shift every night or afternoon shift, and we'll see if that's gonna change. I think he did say that was gonna change.
I think he said it won't be. He said it won't be forever. So I don't know if he thought. I have a feeling from what he's saying that it wasn't all that he cracked out to be, or you know what I'm saying. I don't think he's. I don't know, man. Like,
other shifts suck.
Yeah,
man.
we were saying it before. Yeah. It's soul draining,
it's
man.
Shit. I'm telling you, it's mad for the first couple months. You make a bit of extra coin because they bump up the hourly rate and that, and you go, this is mad. I've got all day. But then it hits you. It's like a normal 9 to 5 now. You're asleep while every cunt's awake.
Yeah.
None of your homies are awake while you're all awake. Friday rolls around, you're slept in because you're tired as fuck from all the night shift prior. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's something about when you're at home at everyone else's work, you're like, oh, sweet. But then when they get home from work and you're leaving to go to work, you're like...
Bro, when I was on the night shift asphalt crew, what used to fucking kill me... I mean, DZ's got lucky. I don't think he does Sunday nights or Friday nights.
Okay.
So that's like unheard of. I've never heard of that for a fucking...
Usually you do Sunday night or something. Yeah.
So when I was asphalting, we used to start the Sunday night. Bro... I will never, ever do that again.
That should be illegal.
You don't understand how sad I used to be. I used to be driving to work on Sunday night, like with a tear just down my eye. I'm like, this is fucked, man. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes the money isn't worth it, the extra money after a while.
Fuck no. But hopefully he returns. Yeah, hopefully he returns, man. Now, if you remember from last week, we opened the polls about the psychedelics. Right, I opened the speak pipes. We got a few voice messages. I said, tell us about your psychedelic trip or just leave us a Christmas message. All right.
And by the way, our special guest couldn't make it today.
We've been trying to tee up a special guest, but it's been hard, end of the year stuff. So hopefully, maybe next week we've got a guest for the last one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yo, what's good, FireCast?
Sheesh.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. My Christmas message is I hope next year will be a good year for you guys, achieve all your goals. Also, congratulations, FriendlyFire, on your marriage with you and Chloe. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you, sir.
So I was so happy to meet you, and I'm glad you fulfilled your happy marriage.
Yes.
I have a question as well, guys. What is your most embarrassing Christmas moment? Has happened to you? Just let me know. No fork, thank you. Thanks, all good. Good, thanks.
This guy's ordering Kentucky
Yeah,
Fried
sorry
Chicken.
about that. I'm just getting some food.
Oh my God.
But yeah, what's your most embarrassing Christmas moment, etc.?
I love you, cunt. You're the funniest.
It's so
cunt.
funny. Like, maybe do the speak pipe before or after you order the food.
I love it. Most embarrassing. I don't really have anything embarrassing for Christmas, but I do remember when I was a kid, right? Might have to get my mother to try to attest to this. I'm pretty sure when we were kids once, we knocked over the Christmas tree. Me, my brother, and my cousins and shit. We were like fucking around with it, and we somehow made it fucking tumble over.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that happened as well, but that could also be, I don't know, I was very young. But I think that did happen. That would probably be it. What about you? Nothing at work, like no Christmas fuck ups right at the last week that you can think of, that you can remember?
Not really. Nothing embarrassing around Christmas, man. The only thing, it's not even embarrassment. It's just like, okay, so we play this game with the family, and it is called Bad Santa, right? So you're supposed to get a shit gift. But there's some people that get you a gift that you know that they tried to put some thought into. Like they're like, you know what?
A good one.
We'll go all right. And then when you get this gift and you don't know who gave it to you yet, but everyone's looking at you, and you're like, what the fuck is this, right? But you have to go like, you have to do the whole, like, you know what I'm saying? That fake, like, I don't know how many of you guys can relate, but, and I don't know how many of you feel this way, but like, maybe it's easier with like your loved one, like your other half or your close immediate family. But when it comes to like cousins or something like that you barely see, and then they give you a present and you're just like, oh my God, like this is so good.
Like,
and then your partner knows that you don't really like it. And you're like, I'm going to re-gift this next year. You know what I mean? I won't take it out of the packaging and I'll just re-gift it. I hate that shit. That's the only thing I hate about Christmas that can get not really embarrassing, but maybe awkward. You know what I mean? But in terms of embarrassing, not really.
Egyptians, right? Do you do the 24th or you only do the 25th and see family? Or do you do...
Well, no, I think that's normal. Like my dad isn't like Orthodox or Muslim. He's just normal Catholic Arab, you know what I mean? So they just do the 25th. We spend Christmas Eve with my dad's side, and then we split it up and do mum's side on Christmas Day.
With Tori. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I feel like most...
And then Tori's family on Christmas Day. But Tori's family compared to mine, it's like... It's almost like, Malta versus like United States of America.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? As in, we got so many to go and see from my side.
Yeah.
And then her side, we couldn't get it done. And their family, they're like a pop in and out kind of vibe.
Yeah, like, okay, Merry Christmas, see you.
Even like 2 to 3 to 4 hours is like, that's a pop in from my side. But hers is like 2 to 3, 4 hours. That's a family event. That's like a day event, you know? So then I feel like we get her family done so quick, and then ours is like, you're there for the long haul.
3 fucking days. I feel like most couples are like that. There's the one who's got the bigger family, that's me, and then you got the other half is a smaller family.
Like Chloe, how is her events compared to yours?
No, like the same. They're smaller. Don't get me wrong, Chloe's very family orientated and my in-laws are family orientated, but because you can fit them all in one household. So there's only fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
But my just here in Western Sydney, there's 3 different households we've got to go see and shit. Yeah. So it's similar to you. Like ours is like a fucking marathon, and then with Chloe's you can kind of knock it off. Yeah, like, one day, half a day. It's like, man, but my family, it's a bit harder sometimes to try to get so many motherfuckers all the time together and shit. And it used to be worse when I was younger. There used to be fucking uncles from fucking Bexley Hill, and then the fucking crazy grandma from down these ways, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it used to be worse. It was way more people.
Yeah, I just thought of something. It's not really a Christmas embarrassing moment, but it's an Easter one.
Ooh.
So we used to do, as kids, our Easter egg hunt in the morning, right? And us and me and my sisters and that, we used to just like get up, and then all of a sudden Easter eggs. You used to get one big giant Easter egg at the bottom of your bed each, and the rest would be Easter egg hunts scattered through the house. And you wake up, you're like, oh shit, I got a Mad Maltesers one or whatever you got, whatever. You get up, and then they're like, all right, sweet, 3, 2, 1, Easter egg hunt on. They gave us baskets, a little basket each. we'd fill them up, and I'd go around and fill mine up. But then when that was full, I'd stuff heaps in my undies and shit. And then I'm like, yeah, mad, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then straight away, just because I couldn't hold them all, right? And then once we finished, right, I was like, everyone was like, all right, count how many you got. And we're counting, and I'm like, this in the basket, blah, 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 taking all the ones out of my undies, this and that. And then I'm like, yeah, sweet. And I'd always kind of win, right? Or most of the years I'd win. Anyway, I was sitting back, and I was like enjoying my my accomplishments for the day, had so many Easter eggs to get through. Anyway, just went and sit down and watch a movie a little bit after I hung out. About 3 to 4 hours later, whatever it was, I watched a whole movie after that. I'm like, I feel something in my undies, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Right? So I reached down, and an Easter egg had melted in my undies. So I had chocolate balls. And I'm just like, what the fuck? There's chocolate all over the lounge.
How old were you when this happened?
Like 29. 3 weeks ago. Oh shit! I was young enough that you're running around the house in your underwear.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say you're 28 years old, stealing all the eggs off your cousins and shit. Yeah, but that's piping hot as well.
Oh, okay, so I'll wait. I'll give it a bit.
The first time these had stitched you up, burnt your lip.
I burnt my lip. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Thank you for the message, Zexa. Yes, it was very nice to meet you all those many moons ago. Now, the person who sent us the anonymous question about the mushrooms last week sent us his voice recorded version of the mushrooms. So he let me know. He goes, look, just a heads up, it is free messages because it was trying to, they only let you for record for 1 minute. So he's trying to, we said, yeah, no dramas, man. We want to hear the story, all right? So obviously for reasons, we're talking about drugs. So I'm not going to name who this person is, but you're probably going to recognize the voice anyway if you're a listener of the show. But we're not going to say actual names. Yeah. Just a bit of confidentiality. Isn't it weird, that like psychedelics are a drug, but for a lot of people, psychedelics can change your life for the better.
Yeah.
Like microdosing them, or you have that trip where it makes you open your eye. You know what I mean? Is it weird?
And it doesn't seem like such a hard drug like cocaine or MDMA and that. Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a bit more hallucinogenic. It has like a more of a playful kind of effect. But obviously there's bad stigma attached to shit like that. You know what I mean? Due to like misuse of the drugs or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the dude that eat like 7 grams of shrooms and then run out into the sheet, like into the streets naked.
They blame it on shrooms. It's like, kind of, but it's like alcohol. You can drink a whole bottle of fucking vodka and kill yourself. You know what I mean?
100%. All right, here we go. Let's hear this fucking story, my boys.
All right, Big Meg's experience with psychedelics. So first and foremost,
so he told us who he is.
I am by far not an expert on the subject, so don't take anything I say as gospel. My opinions are based on what I've heard, learned, and experienced for myself. And I've had one experience with psychedelics, that was mushrooms, and that was a couple months ago now, but it was by far a positive experience. And I think what FriendlyFire was saying is definitely correct, that you have to be ready for it. You have to be in the right frame of mind. Otherwise, things can go sideways real quick. And I can imagine how that would happen just based on what I felt and what I went through. But my experience was fucking excellent. And because the speak pipe's not long enough, I'll probably leave a second one.
Okay, yep. So I agree. Mindset and everything in preparation.
My whole trip probably lasted about 6 hours, and it was weird that I went through so many different highs throughout. It was a strange feeling, but overall, fucking amazing experience. And about a halfway mark in the thick of it is where I met the universe, or maybe God, or whatever you want to call it. But I understood everything. I felt it. I knew it. I just, everything made sense, but I couldn't explain it, And I was just lying on the floor of the lounge room, aircon on, and nice pan flute music playing, and everything just went zoop and slipped away, and it was black, and I was out in the middle of space, in the middle of the universe, and the universe came to me, and it was me, and took me by the hand and just said, let go, and I let go of all of the bullshit, and it changed me, man, for the better.
Ooh, okay, so we have a similar experience to you, with people are getting approached by themselves. How self-absorbed are you, motherfuckers? Hey, I can't believe it. It's just like a picture of your head, Joey, like, I love you.
It's almost like...
No, that's cool, man. So similar to you.
Yeah, it's almost like because you're so used to like your inner dialogue. So the person you're most familiar in life, above your partner, above your family, is yourself. Because literally from birth, your inner dialogue is going. You know what I mean? Like a lesser form, of course, when you're younger. But I think what it is from what I assume it to be, is like you compare it to what you're most familiar with, and it's like you are the messenger.
Yeah.
But you're not kind of the force driving it, but it's like a disguise that you're most comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Yep. Okay, so we got one more from Mega to finish off the...
It's so funny. Psychedelics are so funny. It's the only drug that can make you say something vague as fuck. Like, I didn't get it, but I understood it all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like no one knows what you're talking about, only yourself. You know what I mean? It's like
100%, bro.
That's the best thing about it. Like, unless you do it yourself, someone explaining it to you is not even going to touch the surface on what it actually is. You kind of sound like a bit of a lunatic when you say it. Like when I was relaying my experience, DMT or mushrooms, I sound like a fucking loser. Like I sound like a weirdo, right? You're like, oh, that didn't happen, or if it did happen, I don't know what that's like, but it's like, yeah, but you have to do it and experience it yourself, you know?
I'm curious to know the dosage Megalodon took.
For something to grab him and, you know...
It had to be
at least 2-3 grams. And Meg's a big boy, so I'm thinking 2 to 3 at least.
Meg, if you want to let us know next week, just maybe quick message or send me a DM. Just curious. How much did you take? Yeah, because when we tripped the fuck out of camping, I'm a little dude and we had 1.5 in one go and it fucking sent me sideways.
Yeah.
I was like fucking, like I was fucking all over the place. Still good times though. So continuing on.
All right, last one, I swear. It's just really hard to get everything I need to say into a minute. So during that time, when everything slipped away, I felt all of my past baggage and trauma just evacuate my body, just like it was jettisoned. And I became free. And it felt like I was born as a new version of an old me, you know, and everything was just, I knew what I needed to do and how I needed to live. So apparently that's called an ego death. And a lot of my mates have never experienced that before, even though they've been doing psychedelics for years. So I got lucky that I experienced it on the first time. But it really showed me what truly matters to me and how I want to live my life and who I want to spend it with. That day, during the trip, I spoke to a total of 5 people. One of them is my missus, the greatest person I know. And then one of them was our very own FriendlyFire. You're the fucking tangerine to my lemon, cunt. I love you. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah,
nice.
That's what I want to fucking hear. I'm in your thoughts.
I didn't get the shout out, but go fuck yourself. No.
Yeah, I fucking appreciate that, man. I'm glad I was able to be a part of a good trip. It would have been pretty weird if it's like
it all fell apart when you answered.
I'm under the bed going, fucking like tickling his nuts and shit.
What? That would have really increased the trip.
No, that's really cool, man. Yeah, so
the ego death is a real thing.
It's an interesting one because, like you said, so you got mates who have done psychedelics for years, but again, you did DMT because you kind of prepared and you were maybe looking for something within, right? So Megalodon is obviously doing the same thing. People, like I've met some dudes who just do like acid like it's fucking weed.
Yeah.
Like I've gone to parties with dudes before who have just gone, and have an acid tab. And I'm like, that is insane to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that shit, like those type of people probably will never have like ego deaths or like awakenings because you're just a different animal.
Yeah.
If you're doing it recreationally, not bagging it, but I'm like, I would never be able, if I went to a party on acid, I would fucking literally be that crazy cunt running across the road naked, freaking out. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you kind of got to know what it is and respect it, because if you don't,
it will fuck you in the ass.
You could even have an ego death, but you don't even realize it is an ego death because you're like, you're just not even taking it serious. You know what I mean? Like you're like, and plus a lot of people that do that, they're mixing it with other chemicals.
Mexicans, what the Mexicans do to you, man?
I'm tripping the fuck out, loco. They're mixing it with other substances, and then you don't really get the full effect. Or if you do, it's kind of there's too much noise in it, you know?
When you did the DMT, was that straight from sober or did you have a couple drinks?
No, straight from sober. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I was like, and it was mad. Like well, I'm not gonna say whose house, but we're at his house and we were just hanging out and it was like a mad day beforehand. The sun was out, we're in the pool, and the music was playing, like mad chill vibes. Nothing like, you know, yoga fucking music or whatever.
Yeah.
But then we, you know, went into the lounge room and played mad tantric tunes and, you know, and then got me into the zone of it because I wanted to have a certain playlist on during it. And it was just a good day, good vibes, good headspace. And I just wanted to see what it was all about, you know. I wasn't fucking around with anything else. And I really did take it serious. But it's weird. It almost, I can almost relate it to, not that I've been in this experience, but like strapping yourself in on a rocket ship that you've never been on before, and someone goes, hey, you know, you're going to love it. This is what you're going to, you know, I had someone there who had experienced it before.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're going to love this. Just, you know, take it for what it is and then just let it take you. And it's just about giving into it. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely the abuse of it all. It kind of, for one, it gets rid of the fun of it because like anything in life, if you have Maccas every single day or every fucking second weekend, you're going to get over it.
Yeah.
And I think it would lessen the effect if you kept doing it.
So what, when you did it, you blew out the smoke and did you do the whole like fall asleep thing?
Yeah,
or were you just,
we have
there?
a gravity bong, so it was kind of, not a gravity bong, it's like you fill it up, it's like a vape. Like a vapor thing.
Oh, so you use it like that.
Yeah, so a big balloon plastic bag thing, and you inhale once, and then block it, and then.
Oh gosh!
And you do the third, and on the third one, your vision starts pixelating, and on the third, they're like go, and you go, and then you just sit back, and it's like I was projected.
Oh my god!
And it was the first experience. I'm getting goosebumps. Literally,
that is crazy.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing like it. But like how Meg sounded in that video, you don't feel like you can relate because even though we've done shrooms before, whatever, his trip is his trip alone.
Yeah,
my trip is my trip. That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're not in a good headspace, for anyone listening, this is not the game for you. You know what I mean? Because it can turn south. And I still don't think it's necessarily the fault of the psychedelic. It's the fault of the vessel that it's absorbed into. You know what I mean? And the fault of the vessel that takes too much, maybe, or you know what I mean? You got to kind of, have some respect for it.
I like it. The vessel must be ready to sail, my friends.
Yeah.
If the vessel is not ready,
if your boat's got a hole in it, you're gonna sink.
Yeah, I like it, man. Yeah, fucking. Well, that's awesome, Meg. I appreciate the words, man. We love you too here, bro. We're glad you had a good trip on the mushrooms and this wasn't a, I'm on top of the Empire State Building type shit. I'm freaking out. So that's good, man. That's good to hear. I'm also curious as to what made you do the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like what made you randomly just go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to sit my
And he was at home.
Yeah. I love fuck with it, man. Well, you want to do it somewhere safe.
Yeah, of course.
Good job. Like he takes a bunch of mushrooms, goes to do his groceries, driving on the wrong side of the road and all this crazy shit.
Where's aisle 107?
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. We got one more.
Bruh.
Bruh.
So I don't fuck with psychedelics. Like, they don't interest me at all. I've tried them once. And that one time that I tried them was with my youngest brother at Buxton Park. And his mate was there as well. I can say this because Mum won't hear it. But we're blazing up, you know, nothing else really to do. And this cunt just pulls out a bag of salvia.
Oh.
And fuck me dead, bro. Like, it was the most bizarre fucking experience. Like, it's really hard to explain. Like, it was like looking into a kaleidoscope of laughter, I guess.
What's salvia?
I don't fucking know. It was a spin out. Would recommend, but in a better setting.
That's the thing. First of all, can I say what's salvia?
Bro, salvia is fucking gnarly, man. I've seen YouTube videos on dudes taking salvia and they're like freaking out and shit.
Well, he touched on a good thing there at the end, right? Who was that, by the way? Can you bleep out the name or not?
I know exactly who that was. I'm not going to say
okay,
it.
well, tell me off air.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
But he touched on a good thing. What the setting that's key.
Yep.
You can do it in your lounge room. You can do whatever. But I find personally, I'm comfortable enough on psychedelics, right? And within my own mind to be out and about on psychedelics to a certain extent. If I'm just in my lounge room, right? Yeah, I feel safe, but sometimes I feel like for me, it lessens the trip a little bit less than if I have some stimuli. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So maybe that setting where he wasn't the best. And
Well, the
like I
blazing
said,
up
he blazed up before.
Prior is
You know, you're already you're not taking off from a sober standpoint. You know?
Yeah. So salvia is a large genus of plants in the mint family, commonly known as sage, which includes culinary and ornamental species. One specific species, Salvia divinorum, sounds like a Harry Potter fucking spell,
Salvia divinorum.
is a potent hallucinogenic herb used for its intense psychoactive effects. It's crazy that it comes from mint. So some unlucky cunt back in the day is chopping up some mint and he's got the salvia by mistake.
Yeah.
And he's tripping balls, going, fuck! Like, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Its effects are caused by a unique compound called salvinorin A, which is the most potent naturally occurring hallucinogen known. Unlike other hallucinogens like LSD or mushrooms that affects the serotonin levels, Salvia A affects the brain's kappa opioid receptors. What is that? Kappa opioid receptor. So this is why this is so gnarly, because this is targeting a different part of the brain.
Like more specific?
Yeah. So the kappa opioid receptor, or the KOR, is a type of opioid receptor in the brain and body activated by the peptide dynorphin, crucial for modulating pain, stress, mood, or reward. So this drug is activating the parts of your brain that causes pain, stress as well. So that's why this drug you always see on YouTube can go sour. Quite, you know, you can be fucking having a bad trip.
Yeah, I've never really heard of salvia before today. So this guy that left as a speak pipe is playing in the dark arts, my friend. He went from blazing. He went from a friendly little herb like weed
Went
straight to salvia. There's no middle point in that. You know that guy? Yeah, he likes to party.
I love it.
We like to
love
party.
it. Shout out to you. I know exactly who it is, man. I see him out and about every now and then. I actually met him at one of my gigs, man, and we've been talking ever since. So that's
It's probably better I don't know who he is. He's probably gonna greet me with some salvia next time I see him.
That's like blazing up with the homies, and then someone just pulls out a heroin needle.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
100%. Like, how'd you get there?
Like, yeah.
I mean, I'm all for blazing up, but man, it's already when I feel like when you smoke weed, it makes you a bit more conscious of your own decisions sometimes. So, and it's still, he's just like, yep, let's just get this salvia.
Man, I don't care what anyone says, bro. Weed's the fucking devil. Are you still dabbling?
No,
not as often?
No, not as often. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna be real with you. If I was single, I'd probably be still smoking every day. But Tori isn't the biggest fan. She doesn't tell me not to smoke, but she just likes someone that, obviously everyone likes this. She just doesn't like someone that is reliant on a substance
on fucking
in
weed.
general.
Yeah.
In general, right?
Yeah.
Like if you rely on something every day, it's probably a problem, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I couldn't really see that, because it's hard to see it when it's yourself, and because you just go, oh, but it's only weed. But you can say that about anything. You know what I mean? You eat a packet of mint slices every day, you're probably going to end up being a fat cunt. But you're like, oh, it's just mint slices. But it's like that's probably a bad example. But your brain tries to develop justifications for you to keep doing things that aren't healthy for you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not healthy, but in terms of the way I was using it, it would be only every night, like once a night, but it was every night. And plus, when you're high all the time, it's hard to connect with your partner when she's sober. You can't really sit out. Not that we're talking about fucking philosophy and shit, but to really connect with your partner, you need to be on the same wavelength in a certain way, right? If I'm just sitting there laughing at the TV, like, oh, and she's just like sober the whole
what
time,
the fuck
when
is
are we
cunt
gonna?
laughing at?
When are we gonna really connect? So that having her in my life has really helped me.
Okay.
And
sorry to cut you off, because I really want to ask you this question. So how do you feel now compared to when you were smoking more often?
Oh, way more clear-headed.
In terms of like just common shit you're doing through the day.
So I feel like weed can be, the way I was smoking it, it could be a bit of a handbrake on my life. Let's just say if I got bills to pay or I got this or I got that, if I smoke, I'll be like, and I'm like, oh, I'll pay that shit tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
And then all like little things and like
Yeah.
ambition, right? Ambition goes from
Kinda
here
to
to like
down.
not completely down, but like it makes you settle. Weed makes you settle for shit that you shouldn't always settle for. I feel way more clear-headed, not really dusting the cobwebs off every morning. I'm getting better sleep. Even though weed knocks you the fuck out, it skips REM sleep. You just go boom. Like your body doesn't go through the natural progressions of sleep.
Yeah,
you just
it's
go straight away.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, no, I'm sleeping good. But you kind of not because your body's just, it's like someone's knocking you out before bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like
Without
when you,
the CTE.
it's almost like the computer and someone just unplugs it from the
Yes.
PowerPoint rather than hitting shut down.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So my sleep quality's better. I'm more, more ambition, more drive. It's not like I'm fucking Elon Musk all of a sudden, but people will get up and go. My relationship's better. Not that it was lacking, but we have a bit more time to connect when we do link up. And when I say link up, we live together. But when we do get that time together, it's time well spent. But the first few weeks was hard because you're training your body to you're used to a certain routine, whether that's you might go and you might fucking watch a certain show with Chloe every night, and then it's like someone going, "No, you're not watching that show anymore." Just unplugs the TV, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then all you're thinking about is watching that show, or it's like someone like a gambling addict. He can't go to the pokies anymore, right? So it's kind of like that first few weeks is kind of hard. But I'll tell you what, when I was smoking not every night, I was never smoking every night, but when I was smoking regularly, I would never dream. Then when you get off weed, you start to dream, and it's vivid, bro. Like vivid dreams, because I feel like I said, it knocks you the fuck out. And if you might dream, but you don't remember them. Yeah. So I hadn't dreamt in a while, and now I'll be dreaming, bro. I'll be having Quentin Tarantino films in my fucking head. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they level out after a while, but the first few weeks, your dreams are like boom. You know what I mean? So overall, I like it, but I still I'll always love weed, but I'm learning to try to pick and choose when I have it. And I don't usually smoke at home. I usually go see a mate who usually smokes often, and we will like watching UFC together and hanging out, just chilling. So if I go to his house, I'll have a smoke. But then that's kind of my time to smoke. I don't usually smoke at the crib with Tori there and it's just us, just because she's like, you know what? I don't care if you smoke at home, but we can't really connect much. I'd rather if you're going to go see your mate and smoke, I don't care about that. But just don't make it a thing where all the time, next minute I have a session in my garage and the house is smelling like weed, this and that. It's easy to make weed almost another person in your life. You know what I mean? For me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I used to love my weirdos too when I was younger, but man, I don't know. I think there's so many people that I've spoke to that are the same. Just that it's like it's the best. Food tastes better. I'm sleeping hectic because you're getting knocked the fuck out. Boom, we'd have a joint when I used to fucking roof tile. We'd have a joint after work in the truck on the way there. Like not on the way there, on the way home and that. And then one day, I just did it and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And it's like a new level of nerves I never... But basically, in a nutshell, like not an anxiety attack, but like I felt anxiety for like the first time because I'm not an anxious person. Like people who know me know I'm like a fucking extrovert of extrovert. Like I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. But man, there was that one time I did it and I was like, this is fucked. Like I felt anxious. I kept thinking of like what could go wrong, but there's nothing that could go wrong. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm anxious. And you start thinking it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. And then the next day I'm like, it won't happen again.
See, I used to,
oh fuck. And then I just stopped.
I used to thrive in that paranoia because I know that it's the weed. And I'm like, I used to love walking through the shops high as fuck and just being like, I don't know, it makes it more interesting. But that's the thing, right? When you get reliant on a substance, you think that everything you do in life, you're like, oh, it'll be better if I'm high. Or you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to fall into that thing where, oh, what will make this better? I'm going to the movies to watch Avatar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, I'm not condemning weed, right? It's just about everyone's different. I have friends that smoke it all the time and they're fine, right? Or at least they think they're fine. They're probably not. They're probably not. But
Yeah.
But then I have some people, they smoke it every now and then and it's fine. Everything in moderation, I find. And it just helps having Tori in my life because without her, I feel like I wouldn't have that motivation to stop. You know what I mean? Even though I should be strong enough to stop myself, but it wasn't affecting my life heaps negatively. Like if I didn't have to cater to anyone else, I'd be all right. But in a relationship, as you know, you can't just go,
You can't
this
just
is
do
what I'm
everything.
doing.
Yeah, you can't
I
just do
don't give a
everything
fuck
you
about
want.
you.
Yeah. There's that balance of yeah.
But ultimately, that compromise is also helping my life.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, just quickly, I just wanted to type in again. This could be just propaganda. We don't know, but
can we open the door real quick? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
It's getting fucking hot in here.
yeah, it's probably the tea as well, making you fucking. So does weed have a long-term effect on the brain? The internet is saying yes. Cannabis can have significant long-term effects on the brain, especially with heavy use starting in adolescence.
Which I did.
We all did.
16 was my
yeah.
first.
Yeah, we all did. I'll never forget my first time.
I thought it was acid the first time. I literally thought that someone.
Oh.
Yeah, because the first.
How good is everything the first time you do it? Bro, that first bong I had was, bro, get this, right? It was a school fucking, this is how red hot we used to be, me and the boys. A school camp, right?
Yeah.
The teachers are there. The teachers knew exactly what we were doing, right? And we got a whole bunch of us together. And we're like, yeah, we're going to try it, boom, boom, boom. And get this, right? Me and another mate organized the week because, of course, I had the contacts, right? And then it was like a friend's uncle, yada, 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 whatever. And then he's like, yeah, if it's going to be your first time, I want to give it to you so he's safe, yada, yada, yada. He goes, oh, yeah, this is purple haze. We didn't know nothing, right? But as
That
you
shit's
know,
straight from the moon.
OG weed smokers will know purple haze has always been a strong, good strain.
Yeah.
If it was actually purple haze, I don't know. If he's just calling it purple haze, who knows? He called it purple haze, right?
Put it this way: if it's called purple haze and it ain't purple, then it's probably not purple haze.
So we smoked it, and we did it, and I'll never forget that feeling. It was like I had I don't even know. Like we were laughing. I was high off one bong for 3 days. Like literally. And we were all like a bunch of penguins running around together laughing and boys are falling over. This cunt's vomiting, like some cunt's whiting for the first time. It was just like the best.
Yeah.
It was the best. And then it says, long-term use can impact memory, attention, learning, problem solving, increasing risk for mental health issues like psychosis, schizophrenia. While some cognitive deficits may improve with abstinences, others, particularly in early heavy users, can persist, affecting brain structure and function.
Did that say that your cognitive function can get better if you like stop smoking it? Is that what that meant? Abstinence?
Good question. What's the meaning of abstinence?
I mean, like refraining from?
The voluntary practice of refraining.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can kind of get better with time if you don't.
Yep.
But yeah, I just feel like for me, my tolerance for weed has never gotten higher, surprisingly, this whole time. Because when I would smoke, it was never copious amounts. I think with this as well, it's also the amount that you smoke.
Yeah. I
So
feel like
some people just pump it, man.
I feel like you're sweet. But it's
think so.
It's the no. I think you're sweet. It's the second that your tolerance changes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when you're with anything, not just weed, alcohol, weed, some type of drug, a fizzy drink, like anything. I feel like when it gets to the point where you're having so much of it, where it either doesn't give you that same like, yes, I just had a fizzy drink. This is like rewarding. I've had a bong or a joint. And I used to get high off one joint. Now I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not high, so I have a second one. I feel like
Scary,
once you get to that point, that's when you're
What about the
starting
Snoop Dogg's
to
and the Wiz
sail deep
Khalifas
waters.
of the world?
Well, bro,
But like, they're lucky they've made it though, so they don't give a
they
fuck.
can do what they want. They're
Yeah.
rich. They don't give a shit.
They'll be like Stephen Hawking, right? And they'll
Yeah,
still
yeah.
be smoking weed.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, the day Snoop Dogg stops smoking, he'll die.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally, at that point, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you can't stop.
I feel
now.
like when he dies, you got to mummify him like a joint. Like so, instead, you mummify him in like a blunt paper, and someone's got to smoke his
And you
ashes.
light the top of his dread. Like fucking. Oh gosh. Well, hey, I mean, let us know if there's anything we said that you guys want to follow up on.
Anything that resonated?
If there's any weed smokers out there that are listening, if there's anyone who's shooting up heroin that's listening,
Then share that needle, boy.
Before we go to the news corner, I just want to share some of the stats as well. I share with the boys in the the FireCast chat. I sent it in the Facebook. So I went over the yearly statistics for the show. This was fucking awesome, man. Like the smile I had on my face, bro. I was like, what the fuck? So again, everyone, thank you so much for listening, guys, from wherever the fuck you are. So this year we grew a total new audience of 414%. I love how this cunt then asks, how can you be over 100%?
Yeah, it trips me out, man. Like,
You dumb fuck.
I'm like-
it's like not capped. It can just scale.
really?
Yeah, brother. Like it's like how's the best way to explain it?
Like, is it because the numbers are infinite?
Yeah. Because it can be infinite. Like
Yeah,
so,
okay.
one year we can have 1 million listeners, and the year after it's 1.5. So obviously,
okay, yeah.
you know, if it was capped, then once you get to 100%, that's your max.
Oh, yeah.
You fun. That was you had a blonde moment there, bro. Fucking, that's something my wife would have said.
Maybe it's all the weed smoking. My cognitive functions haven't come back yet.
Okay, maybe stop smoking weed, everyone. Nah. So yeah, we're up 414% this year. Our top episode for 2025 was episode 173, Immigrants Stealing Cookies. This was played 127% more than our average episode.
Sheesh.
So people were interested in what we had to say. Were you there for that episode?
No,
'cause
not that one.
The thumbnail's not there. I don't even remember the episode, but it was obviously good. Our top countries, my favorite stat. This one surprised me, man. This is fucking funny. Number 1, Australia.
Let's go.
As always, I always hope that you motherfuckers hold that spot. 2, which was a fucking surprise, Brazil.
Brazil. Wow.
Welcome,
Yeah.
our Brazilians, man. We love it. Number 3, which was even weirder, Germany.
Yeah. Right when they're hiking up their German army as well.
Yeah.
They're getting their troops ready. Listening to the FireCast.
Bro, unbelievable. Number 4, United States. We bag you guys out a lot, but we do love you guys,
yous, yeah,
right? We
yeah.
do love you. You guys are our allies, right? And number 5, this one was no surprise because I said to the boys for the past like fucking 5 months, number 5 is Czech Republic.
They've been riding with us for the past 5 months.
For the past like 5 months, we've just had a steady number of Czech Republic listeners.
Yeah.
And I just find it so interesting because like they're actually like returning and they keep continuing, like they're listening continuously. So that was fucking awesome, man. So guys, wherever you're from, man, please, again, don't be shy. Let us know where the fuck you're listening from. We were a top 10 show for 22 of our fans. And we were also a top 5 for, I think, 3 fans, which is awesome. So that's probably my mother, Mega, and Zexa. And this year, fans listened to us longer than 89% of their other podcasts.
Let's go, baby. I love hearing stats like that, bro. It wraps up the year, you know what I mean? It's mad because you do the Spotify Wrapped,
Yep.
which, by the way, who was your favorite artist on the Spotify Wrapped?
I haven't checked it yet.
You haven't checked it?
I haven't checked it yet, bro.
Okay.
Haven't checked it. Whose was yours?
1-4.
Drake? Oh, 1-4.
But only because it's weird. I went on a little bit of a stint where when the new album was coming up,
Oh, you
I
were just
pumped their
pumping it.
music.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
I don't really listen to them much anymore. But Drake was up there, which is funny enough because I always give Drake shit for losing the battle with Kendrick
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
But then every now and then, Drake, the one thing with Drake, no matter what his reputation, he knows how to make a hit.
Yeah,
Isn't he doing his last album? His album that's coming soon is like with Marvel or something. Like he's
really?
teaming up with Marvel, like something to do. When I say Marvel, like they got a hand in it somehow.
maybe there might be. Yeah, that's
Which is a lot of money, bro. Like that's you got to think like when someone's teaming up with someone as big as Marvel, like
Yeah, Drake's kind of. How do you explain
is he
it?
going to be the new villain that goes after kids? Like what's gonna? No, I'm joking.
He's very good. I'll give it to him at making like
Beats that,
but like timeless music.
yeah,
Like you can chuck him on as background music.
Yeah.
You can chuck him on at the party if you want to get turned.
Yeah.
You can put him on while you're driving to the shops.
Yeah.
You can put him on while you're working with some headphones in. The gym maybe wouldn't be my gym choice, but you could probably have him,
on the warm up.
Yeah.
Maybe warming up.
Like so, he's done very well at being able to position himself in almost any scenario as a musician.
Just inserts himself in any situation.
He just weasels his way in there. He can get in there. And you can like leave it on.
Yeah.
Whereas like, for example, I don't know, another artist like Kendrick, for
Even
example.
Kendrick.
I don't listen to Kendrick while I'm cruising in the car.
Yeah.
If a Kendrick song comes on, I will skip it while I'm cruising. He's just not, for me, he's not a cruising down the street type music.
Yeah. He's a specific.
But Drake comes on, I need a one dance. You can bet your ass. I'm like, it just stays on. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Apologies there, Kendrick. But
they do the Spotify rap pretty well. So I'm happy to see that FireCast has their own. We have our own little Spotify rap for us. So it's good.
That's awesome. So again, guys, thank you so much, man. I hope to see some of those countries again next year. Let's see if we can retain the listeners for 12 months.
Yeah.
Or if they get over us and go, no, these cunts are idiots. You know what I'm saying?
If they haven't found out we're idiots by now, then they're never going to find out.
Super dope, man. Thank you guys so much. Sorry to interrupt tonight's episode, guys. It's Friendly Fire here. Just want to let you guys know that the FireCast is sponsored by the Hydro Grip Gym Bottle and the Creatine Lab Creatine. Guys, this gym bottle is awesome. It can keep your drink hot or cold for hours on end. It also has a magnet on the top of the bottle. You can mount your phone, record your sets to see whether you can improve on some of your gym workouts or if you make gym content. And to go along with the bottle, we have the creatine. The creatine, I've been taking this stuff for months now, and I'm not just saying that. I have actually been taking this stuff for months, and it is amazing. It's odorless and tasteless, and I feel like I am focused almost all day long taking this stuff. And let's get back to tonight's episode. Sheesh. Here we go.
Only believe what we say.
And I have the laptop this time, thank God. So much better with the laptop.
Let me open this up, big boy.
Tell me what you got. And going to our correspondent news agent in the field, Thunder God Joey K.
Hey, Iggy. Thanks for having me. Stranger Things breaking records with the first 4 episodes achieving 59 million views within the first few days of its release. It broke the record for being the highest premiered week of an English language show in Netflix history, and is third biggest overall, behind only the 2nd and 3rd season of Squid Games.
Oh.
Another thing that happened was the day before the release of the 5th season, all the previous seasons of Stranger Things made the top 10 on the Netflix chart, which has never happened before. Now, considering all this, how well it's done, the Diddy documentary in the first 2 days of its release made number 1 on Netflix, pushing over Stranger Things 5 to 2nd.
Wow.
Now, 50 Cent, who obviously produced it, tweeted, number 1 on Netflix, if you really like this series, I'll make more. Right? And this guy's the biggest troll, bro.
Have you been seeing him trolling the fuck out?
Bro, this documentary has made such an impact that Diddy has commented himself on it, and actually him and his team have sent a cease and desist letter to Netflix asking them to stop production. His lawyer called it a shameful hit piece that relied on stolen footage and said that it was illegal to use his private recordings in the documentary, which is kind of ironic that Diddy's like kind of worried about what's legal and illegal now.
Yeah.
Now, this stolen footage that they're referring to is apparently like since Diddy was 19 years old, it's filmed from. He has a film crew record parts of his life so that one day they could make a documentary about his life and his career and all his achievements and like kind of praising him. You know what I mean? Which is kind of really ironic at how it ended out. You know what I mean? But there are rumors that the people that recorded this footage never got paid from this because after he got arrested,
And that's how 50 got the footage.
It hasn't been said, but that's the rumors.
Okay.
And then 50 went on Good Morning America and NBC News, was smiling ear to ear the whole interview, right? And the rumor has it the only reason he went on these news stations is because he knew that in the mornings, this is all they showed at Fort Dix prison where PD was. So he literally went on there.
Oh,
If he's not the Troll of the Year award, if he doesn't get that, it's crazy. Now, have you watched the Diddy doco?
I'm up to episode 2. Did you finish it?
I thought you had finished it, so I finished it.
No.
Oh, no.
That's right. You can. I know what happened. So
I wasn't really familiar with everything that, like, how deep this went.
bro.
I didn't realize how he basically killed Tupac. He sent the hit out to
Yeah,
Tupac.
yeah, yeah. But I feel
And he
like,
basically was responsible for Biggie's death.
but I feel like us millennials kind of knew that. There was just never any proof in the pudding.
And okay, so back it up. I like how they did it because the documentary starts from, first of all, I didn't know Diddy's dad was a gangster who kind of left him as a kid, and he kind of he got killed, right, or in prison or whatever. And I think he died. I think he got killed actually. And so, and his mum was kind of always weird. She was always hosting parties at her house, abusive, and kind of living the life that Diddy ended up living, right? Yeah. And then he kind of, it done well to kind of show that the nature versus nurture thing, like how he was raised in a certain way and, you know, got in early at the age of 19 with Uptown Records, you know what I mean? And he was trying to get in with all the producers and whatever, and didn't know that they had this a basketball game at this hall.
Yes.
And then they sold too many tickets and $12 a ticket.
Yeah, he chucked a Travis Scott.
And then people bum rushed the doors and 9 people died, right?
Yep.
And I think it was from then on when he realized he can get away with things because he took to the media and he was like, I'm just a young, successful black man and they're trying to put me down, right? And he got away with it.
Yeah.
And then from then on, just, you know, he was beating women from the start.
Yeah.
He was beating girls the whole time.
Yep.
You know, just got away with it. You know, he underpaid. We all know record labels rip off the artists, right? But back then there was fewer record labels. So they could really, like, if the only way you could get on TV, for example, was only 2 channels, those channels have all the power.
Yeah.
There was only a few record labels that could really make people go to the top. He underpaid all his artists, barely paid them. And I think he just frothed over that power dynamic, right? And we all knew this coming in. But the documentary does really good on breaking down all of it. And Tupac and Biggie, they weren't as powerful as we thought. Tupac was under Suge and Death Row Records.
Apparently, Pac, when he passed away, in his bank account only had like $6,000. And he was selling hundreds of millions of records worth of music.
Crazy.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
Like, we know the old, like, because back then artists were so reliant on labels, right? But if that was me and some label tried to sign me, mate, I would never get signed by no label because my contract would come back and say, nah, you want me to sign to you? I control the fucking money. I control the funds. I control where I'm going. I control where I'm touring. They're going to look down and go, nah, this can't, no.
But back then, Iggy,
But back then you had no choice.
Yeah. Well, you kind of had a choice. Oh, no, sorry. You didn't have a choice, but you could either take it or you'll never make it.
Or leave it, yeah.
Yeah. Because, and people think, because I try to think that myself, and I was like, if I was an up and coming artist back then, I probably would have signed it and got fucked over because you want the fame.
Yeah,
you
no,
want the fame.
Back then I would have 100% taken it because don't forget too.
Now it's different.
Early 2000s, there's no technology, there's no social media. I don't know how to do any research, so I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, I'll sign this," and then you get fucked. Well,
the people that fuck you over, they're the ones promoting you. Now you can self promote, you can make your own shit, you can be independent, like Russ, right?
Yeah,
Russ is
100%.
fully independent, produces his own shit. That was unheard of back then. But it was just crazy with the whole Diddy and Park shit. For those who don't know or haven't watched the doco yet, this is a spoiler.
Oh, yeah, so spoilers alert.
Spoilers alert. I mean, it's kind of like a real life thing, but if you don't know, now you know, So in Vegas, they were watching the Mike Tyson fight and Park had got robbed by someone from the Southside Crips. Now, Diddy was in tight with the Southside Crips. He was like, Harlem and that. He had connections in there. And previously, Park was trying to tell Biggie, you're getting fucked over here at Bad Boy Records. Diddy's kind of fucking you in the ass. Try to poach him or whatever, And then Diddy obviously got heard about that, and he was kind of jealous of anyone. Diddy was jealous of all the artists that actually had talent because he didn't really have talent in terms of on-stage presence. Lil Rod, the guy that he ended up sexually assaulting, said that it took him like 7 hours, it took him about 7 months to write like 8 bars, right?
Oh,
he was
gosh.
shit on the mic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he looked at Park like a threat because apparently Diddy reached out to Park to work with him and Park was like, no. You know what I mean? So he already didn't like Park and now he heard Park is trying to poach Biggie, blah, blah. Now, Park had given them a reason to put out to get back at no, sorry. Park had given Diddy a reason to get his get back and kill him basically, because at Vegas, while walking through the casino in Vegas, one of Park's boys go, "Oh, that's the guy that robbed you, right?" And this guy happened to be a Southside Crips member, so they punched on with this guy.
They jumped him.
And then the Southside Crips guy, his dad is like high up in the Crips. And they were at a party once, and Keefe D, who he's in jail now. He gets tried next year for Tupac's murder.
Ooh.
And there's literally recordings of him talking to the cops, right? Going, we were at a party with Diddy, and he just yelled out in front of a whole room of Crips, "I'll give you $1 million for Suge's head and Park's head," right? Yeah, he literally put a hit. It goes, basically said it, right? And then after they heard that Park rolled one of their boys, they go, "Well, this is the perfect storm. We get our get back, right? And the money."
Yeah.
So then they basically, rocked up there, and apparently these girls it wasn't their fault directly, but Tupac and Suge rolled up in this car, and these girls were like, Tupac, blah, blah. And then the guys that were out to get him they were trying to follow who was saying his name.
Yeah.
And then they go, and then that's how they found him, and they go, "Oh, he's right there."
Yeah.
They rolled up on him, and boom, 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 shot him. They missed Suge.
How does that? He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, right? They got Park, and then apparently these guys were that bad, right? When they shot him, they were there when the ambulance rolled up, just on the side of the street, watching the ambulance take Park away. Yeah. And in Keefe D, the guy that done the deed, he was saying all this to the cop, word for word, and he goes, Diddy literally wanted their heads. And the funny thing is, they only seen half of that money because they only killed Park, so he only gave him 500 G's because they didn't kill Suge.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And even then, the guy, the Keefe D, that done the deed, he didn't even get the money. They gave it to the main Cribs guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he never seen the money, he just got locked up.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And then in a Biggie, right, he didn't kill him directly, but after all that shit, after, hit him up, after Tupac produced Hit Him Up and shit, Diddy was so mad. It was like an ego thing. He wanted to throw a party on enemy soil. And Biggie wanted to go to Paris and be the first guy in Bad Boy Records to meet the European press. And
did he cancel his flight?
Did he cancel his flight on him and everything? And said, "Nah, we're partying in LA for the night, blah, blah, blah." Even though it was dangerous and everyone was telling him, "Man, you can't be here," right?
Yeah.
He goes, "Fuck that, we're staying." And then when Biggie went out to the corner, he got popped. So he literally, bro, everyone that had contact with Diddy, they either got ripped off, they either got killed, or they just got iced out.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a good dude, bro.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, man.
He's a piece of shit.
And it's like, he's only getting 50 months. And that's max. I reckon they'll get him down. But the thing is, right, he's guilty in court of law. He's innocent. Not innocent. He got done, but kind of innocent on a lot of shit, right? There's a lot of things in this doco that he didn't get charged on. And it's he say, she say. Like, these documentaries, they're not 100% legit all the time. It's for Netflix. It's for the drama and whatever. But man, there's a lot of people in here. It looks like, without actually condemning him, he basically said he was responsible for Park's death and indirectly responsible for Biggie's death.
Yeah.
And so much more, man. It's insane. If you guys haven't watched the Diddy doco, watch that shit because that's crazy.
But it's a bizarre one. Like, how do you get it? How do someone just get away with it for so long?
Money,
But
there was an instance where him and his son went into a bathroom, shot some dude, and then when the cops rocked up, one of his bodyguards said, "Hey, we got to make this go away," and then they ended up just they put a bullshit kind of a statement in, and then the guy was never seen again. The guy that got shot survived but was never seen again. Well, survived at the scene, but they just never heard from him again. And they all went back in the studio, everyone involved, all his crew, like nothing happened. There was blood all in the bathroom. Just started recording again.
Yeah.
And there was footage of him off his head on drugs and shit, staying up late, all this shit. He had a God complex. He thought he was God. He got away with that much shit. The power, It's weird, man. Some people, I think he was just wired differently from birth, but then you give that guy, you enable him with money and, power.
Yeah. It's like we said a couple episodes ago, all money does is it turns up your dial.
Yeah.
So if you're a piece of shit, which Diddy always was a piece of shit, you get the money and the power, that dial, you're a piece of shit on max. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see now 50 Cent, he posted a caricature of
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, and I think people are speculating he could be the next one that he releases a doco about, which is crazy if he does.
Oh, but remember Eminem. What was the lyric where he said he just spelled rapper without a P? Did he? We're gonna.
Yeah.
Remember? So it's like people knew, man.
Yeah, well, at the end of MGK's diss, he goes, the day you put out a hit is the day Diddy admits he was the one that put a hit that got Park killed. You know what I mean?
gosh.
He literally said it in a bar.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's crazy, man. Like,
I'm gonna finish it, but yeah, I know basically everything that happened because it was like through TikTok and that. But
Yeah.
look. I hope he rots, man. I hope he rots in hell. Well, he is.
won't.
He is going to rot in hell.
He
but
sent 50 Cent flowers, right?
yeah, and everyone's like, apparently
Their
their
funeral
funeral. And then
flowers.
50 Cent's like, I'm not scared of you. Like, oh, I almost said the N word there.
Nigel.
Yeah. I ain't scared of you, Nigel.
But Diddy, it's almost like Diddy. I know Diddy. Sorry, it's almost like 50 wants to die. No, he doesn't want to die. But I know 50 has connections himself. But he's playing with fire, bro. Because Diddy has connections. You know, now if he goes after Jay-Z, Jay-Z's got connections. Like,
I don't know,
is he
man.
not scared? Like, if you're 50, are you not kind of looking over your shoulder every now and then?
Nah, but you have to remember, man, where 50's from too. He was in the trenches, bro.
Yeah.
He was literally slinging crack cocaine and shit, getting shot at. He got shot 9 times for fuck's
Or
sake.
wasn't the series Power about his life, or no?
No. So Power is a good show. Very
Oh,
good
he
show.
just directed or produced it.
He directed it.
Yeah.
But Power is, yes, about like young people like slinging drugs in
okay.
America and that. So I'm
Sorry,
sure
Get
that
Rich, Die Trying was that was his life.
That's
My
his
bad.
life. Have you seen
I
that
haven't
movie?
seen that yet.
What?
And I haven't seen the Tupac one either. My mate was I was telling him about the Diddy
Bro.
doco. I was talking about the Diddy doco, and he's like, "Have you seen Tupac's one or Get Rich, Die Trying?" I'm like, "No, never."
You haven't seen Get Rich or Die Trying.
I know the guy got shot 9 times, and after making his doco, I know why he got shot. Everyone's saying that. Eh?
Now I know why he got shot 9 times.
Bro.
Yeah. Bro, what, bro? You will love that movie.
Yeah.
Watch
And
Get Rich or Die
he
Trying.
plays himself, obviously.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I looked it up. It's the movie's like
Spot on.
spot on. It's
Yeah.
very accurate.
Which I like when it's accurate.
Yeah,
I don't like
it's
when they
very
embellish
accurate.
a lot of shit, you know?
Like even the Eminem 8 Mile movie. I looked it up. There's a lot of stuff in that wasn't accurate.
Yeah.
Like they added a lot of stuff for fillers and that. And I was like, oh. But the 50 Cent one, it's like how it happened basically.
And then Tupac's one, they just get a doppelganger, like a guy that looks like him, exactly like him to play him.
Yeah.
Obviously, because he's dead. Or going back to the Diddy thing real quick, near the end of the doco, you see him like 6 days before his arrest. He's out in the streets of Harlem just taking photos of people because he's like, he knew like the world had turned on him and he was just smoking weed, just going around like shaking hands with all the bums and shit.
Diddy
And
was?
Yeah. And he was kind of just like, I don't know, trying to get, because you know how random people, they admire him and they get very like starstruck by him.
Yeah.
It's like he thought, I need to get, it's like an ego boost again. It
Yeah,
was weird,
try
bro.
to
Seeing the footage is weird, bro. And the jurors, man, they were all starstruck. I feel like the problem was they let the jurors go home in between trials and they were going on about how social media can affect the jurors' minds
Yeah,
nowadays.
of course.
Because you see people, it's almost like there's interference with jurors now. You should take away their phones, bro, and just be like, I know it's a bit chaotic and a bit far-fetched to take away someone's phone, but there should be rules about how much you can kind of fraternize with the outside world when you're a juror. Because I feel like they were, 1, starstruck, 2, they were influenced by what people were saying online. Some people were like, Diddy's innocent, this and that.
Yeah.
There were too much influence in those jurors, man. There was too much of it.
But it's again weird because
Cassie was, you know, she did want to do that shit, I guess, to a certain extent, but people were saying, oh, she could have left, but it's like, it's deeper than that.
yeah.
The guy would beat the shit out of her every time she tried to leave.
Like, but also you got these court cases go on for fucking 6 years.
Yeah.
So like the jury is going home watching videos, probably listening to a Puff Daddy song, and then half the time probably going, no, you know what, this guy
I'll be
probably
missing
yeah, you know what I
you.
mean. So it's like, can they not, like when someone goes to trial, one day, right? Give them time to prep, the lawyers to prep, months to prep if they need. They stay in jail, but that is one day. That day, your fate is decided.
Or at least a few in consecutive order.
Yeah,
not spread out
not
over
6 years of
Yeah, you're
trying to-
right, because trials do take ages.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to kind of for them to not fraternize in the world. But
Yeah.
all I'm trying to say is social media has made that worse.
Yeah, fucking no.
Because, you know, yeah, okay, it might save some innocent people, right? But what about what happens when the people that don't deserve saving get saved through social media?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's fucked. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
I'm gonna finish that fucking tonight.
It's so good,
yeah,
bro.
fucking oath.
You got me onto it and I overlapped you.
no, because I started it and finished the first episode, and then I started watching Snowfall again because I'm up to the last season of Snowfall, and it's so
well,
good.
You got me on a Snowfall.
Have you started it?
Well, I started it. I was 10 minutes into the first episode, and Tori got home and she goes, "So we're gonna watch our show now that we're watching?" And I was like, but I started it, but I'm onto it.
Yeah,
I'm
good,
onto it.
good, good. Fucking the wives love doing that, eh? Fucking my wife does it too. She controls what we watch and
Controls the narrative.
Yeah, and then tries to say that she's not. I'm like, well, what do you mean? We always watch what you want to watch. And when I say something, she's like, I don't want to watch that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck. Australian researchers have found attaching bright LED lights to the underside of surfboards and kayaks or the wetsuit is a bold solution to deter great white sharks. All right. Now, this only says great white sharks. I don't know, because I feel like they're not really our problem. It's the bull sharks and tiger sharks and shit, right?
So it's specifically just great whites.
Yeah, I think. The key mechanism is disruptive camouflage or counter illumination. Great whites typically hunt from below, looking for dark silhouettes against a brighter surface light, which is how they mistake you for a seal. The LED lights break up this silhouette, making the object harder to identify as prey. Now, they haven't actually done this, but there was, I don't even know the dude's name, but someone was saying an Australian marine biologist, I think, was saying that it hasn't really been done, so we may as well give it a crack.
And you better hope those LED lights are charged, because imagine you're out there and they just shut off.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're basically putting your high beams on against a shark's vision.
How do you make that work, though?
Yeah.
What is like water
resistant lights.
Yeah.
I mean, they do exist.
Yeah. I know. I just thought that was an interesting one because of, as we spoke about last episode, shark attacks are actually on the rise in Australia, which is pretty concerning.
I mean, it's good that they're trying to develop some defense mechanisms from because it's not harming to the animal. It's just a deterrent.
Can we not just do all our main popular beaches like shark nets? And then if you decide to swim beyond the shark net, that's like on you.
Yeah. You just got the sharks like lining the fence. Like, come on.
But then what happens when you put up the fence and then you accidentally box a shark in and you you don't know, and it's just got a free feast for this guy?
It's just a pool of like
you'd have to probably send a drone down there, right? And just actually scour the area that you've fenced off before you let people swim, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they would do that. Even if they put up shark nets, they would do that already, like with shark nets. But it's weird because those shark nets don't go all the way down to the bottom either,
Oh, don't they?
No, I'm pretty sure yeah, it's not like...
Oh, so they're pointless. No, it just swims under.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe, can you check that?
Yeah.
Because I've always got told that they don't cover all the way to the bottom. You know what I mean? So I might be talking out of my ass here, but...
All right, let's have a look. No.
They don't, do they?
You're right.
Yeah.
Traditional shark nets used in Australia do not typically reach the sea floor. They are designed as a partial barrier and a fishing device, not a complete enclosure.
So if a shark got hungry, all he has to do is go to the bottom and just fucking go under that shit. So next time you swim up to the nets, guys, thinking that you're safe.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Maybe a shark will greet you happily on the same side
what's
as you.
the point in that?
Like they said, because most of the marine life, they don't really trail on the bottom. Most of them are like kind of mid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But doesn't stop the ones that,
Well, I'm so glad that you told me that, because when I go to the next fucking shark net beach, I was going to fucking swim out to the net because I thought I'd be safe. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, right.
But yeah, so more deterrence. I am for more deterrence as long as they don't harm the sharks. Then I'm all for it. But it's weird how it just specifically deters great whites. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it kind of I wonder if it prevents other sharks from coming at you under the lights.
What's just curious, the exact number of sharks in the ocean? There's no exact number, of course, but scientists estimate over 1 billion sharks across 400 different species inhabit the world's oceans.
It's a lot of sharks, bro.
Over 1 billion. That is crazy.
And that number is probably completely off. It's probably more.
Probably way more.
And then that number is probably constantly going up and down slightly with like deaths and births and all that.
What an awesome creature, eh? Look at that.
I know. That's what I mean.
What a creature.
I wish I fucking... I went to try to see the cunt twice and nothing.
What
You know what I mean?
what an animal.
It looks so cool, right? Like, obviously they're scary, but look at that, bro.
That is insane. Can you imagine?
The throat on that thing. There's literally, you can see in its stomach just from opening its mouth.
So if I get attacked by a shark, I'm just gonna get erect and pull my pants down.
Yeah.
Take me
God, it'll take
from
it.
my cock.
It'll take your head first. Never mind your cock. You'll go in
Can
head
you
first.
imagine how scary that?
And rows
that
of
would be?
teeth. Like rows of teeth. Multiple rows.
You wouldn't feel any pain. You'd be in so much shock.
You'd bleed out.
Adrenaline. I can't
guess.
say that fucking word. Adrenaline. You would be bleeding out. You'd be in shock. You wouldn't know what the fuck's going on.
The annoying thing is about sharks, they stab at you so you don't die straight away.
Yeah. They take a
That's-
munch.
They might swim away and leave you there
Yeah,
without
'cause-
a limb, and
then you-
or they can just eat you fucking fully. But still, even that takes time, right?
What an animal.
Yeah. The aquarium sharks always seem like the grey nurse sharks. They seem like they're the bitch sharks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you can swim with them in the wild. They won't attack you, apparently.
No,
They're
no.
super like...
And they don't look as cool. They look like the Down syndrome sharks,
yeah,
like the Hunchback of Notre Dame kind of sharks. You know, they look like scoliosis, like sharks with severe scoliosis. Grey nurse sharks.
that's...
Well, the hammerhead sharks. No, the hammerhead sharks are the ones with disabilities.
Hammerhead sharks are fucking cool, though.
They are cool.
Yeah, these are the... Yeah, grey nurse.
Yeah, grey nurse. Look at that.
The teeth are all
Dopey.
ungulated
Their
and
eyes
shit.
are
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I know all sharks' eyes are far apart, but they look like they're looking north and south at the same time. And
Yeah.
the hammerhead sharks, do they have the hammerhead literally just to beat the shit out of, like, they just bang their head against? Isn't it crazy nature does that, right? It's like, okay, you're a shark, but I'm going to make you
A
have,
hammerhead.
literally have a hammerhead. Like, what is it used for?
Look, and the eyes are on the end of the hammer.
Yeah. But can you just type me real quick, why a hammer, like, what is it? How do you put this?
Hammerheads also aren't aggressive towards humans.
They're not?
No. Has there ever been a hammerhead? Sorry, what were you going to give me to type?
No, so why do hammerheads have that head shape? Like, for what purpose?
Why do
It's
hammerheads have hammerheads?
Yeah.
Hammerhead sharks have hammer head-shaped heads, primarily for superior sensory perception, allowing them to scan more of the ocean area for hidden prey like stingrays, using their enhanced electroreceptors, while also providing better binocular vision.
That makes sense.
Hydrodynamics improve for quicker
Okay.
turns.
So they're the creep of sharks.
So yeah, this is weird how they got given the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's weird. I just wanted one more on this. Has there ever been a recorded hammerhead death on a human? No.
Oh, wow. They've never.
They've never, ever attacked a human
Oh,
that
that's
we
all
know
right.
of.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay, so if you're swimming and you see one, you eat. Everybody? All right, very cool. Very cool.
I used to think they just used to, it was like a defense thing, but it's clearly.
They literally
Yeah.
fucking hammer you to death.
In northern Italy, a 56-year-old man, former nurse, is under investigation after allegedly keeping his mother's death a secret and continuing to collect her pension.
Oh my god.
The mother reportedly died in 2022 at around 82 years of age. Instead of reporting her death, the son hid her body in their home. When his mother's identity card expired, which would have halted the pension payments, the man allegedly dressed up as her. Wig, makeup, woman's clothes, cane, jewelry, the works, to impersonate her in person. He went to the town registry office to renew her ID to keep the pension flowing. A staff member became suspicious. The wrinkles looked strange. The neck was too thick. His hands didn't match the age that she was supposed to be.
Oh my
And
god.
at times, his voice dropped in a masculine register. Authorities compared a photo of the real woman with the disguised
I
impersonator
think here we have it here.
at the office. Yeah, horrible. They concluded it was her son. Police searched his name and discovered the mother's corpse, reportedly mummified, wrapped in sheets, and in a sleeping bag hidden in a laundry utility room. The man is now under investigation for multiple alleged crimes: benefit fraud, identity fraud, impersonation, concealment of a corpse, document forgery. According to reports, he also had been receiving her pension plus her income from her properties, estimated at around €53,000 per year, which is 92,800 Australian. Authorities are now doing an autopsy to discover how she died, whether there was foul play involved, and he'll remain in a local jail awaiting the results of said autopsy. This guy is like Mrs. Doubtfire, you know,
Yeah.
the show, but just darker.
Yeah.
You know, Mrs. Doubtfire was a movie. I don't know, you might be, people listening might be too young to know this movie, but it was essentially a guy who divorced from his wife, didn't have custody of his kids, and he dressed up as a nanny because he heard that his kids needed a nanny to take care of them. So he wanted to be closer to his kids and dressed up as an old woman just to do that. So that was more of a heartwarming thing. It was a bit weird when you really think about it today.
A little weird, yeah.
But he really wanted to see his kids more, and he thought dressing up as an old woman was one way to do that. Except this guy was holding his mother's corpse hostage
But
at his home.
That's
while
a
he
weird one.
collected the pension.
because the mother obviously had a few assets, right? I'm assuming he's done that because she hasn't left him in the will. Didn't you say he was collecting her stuff from her properties and stuff?
Either that, or she just. Some people are lazy. They don't do a will. I don't know. Surely you do a will, right? But yeah, maybe he was a piece of shit that tried to capitalize.
Yeah.
Because if you were left in the inheritance and you were a scumbag like that, you'd just go, oh, well, she died, and look, this is the will. But she probably thought this guy is a weirdo, and she was right. He is a fucking weirdo.
He did it for 5 years.
5 years, yeah. So
The
his
smell.
mum was literally
What the
sitting in his laundry, and he put her. If you're gonna do this, put her in the backyard shed that you never go to.
Yeah.
How many times do you go to laundry? Unless the guy doesn't wash his clothes, he steps over his
my
corpse to do a
God.
load of washing. Like, imagine there's people in the world, bro.
Sunglasses on it.
Yeah.
Hey, mum.
Some people in the
What
world,
the
man, are crazy.
And think of all the ones that get caught. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that don't.
Yeah. They maybe don't do the exact same thing he
But they're
did.
doing some
but they're
weird
doing some
shit.
fraud shit. Yeah.
My gosh, bro. That is fucking
And
ridiculous.
isn't it funny, like, guys, if you're listening and you can be bothered, there's a picture of what he looked like.
I'll put it on the YouTube.
Put it on the YouTube.
This is the picture.
Man, he didn't even. I mean, it wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad.
But
the voice, the hands. People forget the hands.
Yeah.
You need to. If you're going to act as an old person, you need to do some good work. Do you know those people that do the not prosthetics, but do you know people who go to Halloween things and they get the people to do the makeup
Yeah,
of the cuts? Yeah. You need someone to do makeup on your hands to make them look old. Because imagine a guy. This guy's what, 56. He's probably got hairy hands as well. He probably didn't even think. He never even shave his hands.
his knuckles are hairy
He's like,
and shit.
hey, my name's Pam or whatever.
My pension's run out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Did you see a bear attack at a Chinese show?
Really?
Yes, a terrifying moment where a bear attacks a Chinese handler at a Chinese safari.
Was it a black bear?
Yes, it is. Now, the video of this thing is fucking gnarly, man. Like, this motherfucker... They're making the bear... There's a part in the video where they're making one of the bears ride those fucking Segway things. Oh. And then the bear in the corner, you just see... Because they've got, like, little treat bag. And the bear just gets up and goes, fuck this cunt. He's trying to grab the treats. And then, the funniest part about it is, in the video, you see... I'll show you the video, right? You see...
Is it you?
Oh, yeah. Check this out.
So he's just following... The bear's following him. Oh, he just grabs the treat.
He's going for the treat bag.
Yeah.
Right?
Is he biting him or...
I think he's just going for the treats.
Okay.
And then the funniest part about the whole video is like the guy comes to try to help him holding a parrot. They're being no help. He's co-workers. They're letting this bear fucking...
She's trying to get the bear off with a basketball ring. A hoop, sorry.
Look at the parrot.
Oh, the parrot's like, get me the fuck out of here. Wow, it's relentless, this bear.
He's hungry. He's sick of doing...
He's sick of being
And then
tortured.
the guy goes back at him and the bear grabs him again. What? The bear grabs him again. Right?
Wow.
Now,
What's happening to the bear? Don't tell me they're putting the bear down.
for a country that's so sophisticated that we like to think like China, why are they still doing
Yeah.
these freak horror shows with animals?
It's crazy they're doing shows with bears like that, man. Like,
How? I thought we were way past that
yeah.
shit.
I don't know, man. I'm all for people dressing up in bear costumes, pretending to be bears, right? So then it's just in people embarrassing themselves, whatever.
Doing
But
funny shit.
doing like actual bear shows, man. I don't know. I'm not for that. As a kid, you're none the wiser. So you're like, oh man, there's a bear and whatever. But when you get older and you realize this bear just wants to be in the wild, fair enough. If like, I don't know how much I believe. I know there are animals that can't survive out of captivity, like in the wild, they can't. But is that because they were trapped in captivity for so long, or because maybe they were in the wild and they didn't have all their faculties about them to last? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is it their fault that they can't now survive in the wild because they've spent the first fucking 8 years of their life in the zoo or in the wherever they were at the show? Was it a zoo or a show? I know it was a show, but it was obviously at like a zoo of some sort, I'm assuming.
It's a good question. I did.
Because you don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know if we can actually find out the answer to that question, but I always wonder, you know what I mean? Like, because I do think there are animals that can't, because maybe, I don't know, maybe they didn't have they found them without parents, their parents got killed, this and that, or I don't know, like, how can't an animal survive in the wild? They're built to be in the wild. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know whether it's a little facade that zoos or, establishments hide behind just to keep the shows running. They're like, oh, no. They can't survive out in the wild. But man, those bears deserve to be out in the wild, in the open free plains of wherever the fuck they're from.
Yeah, like a bear too. It's such a gnarly animal. Like out of everything you could use, like use a fucking dog or
The
something.
parrot there? Okay.
The parrot, yeah.
The parrot, that's fine.
Yeah, but they're making this bear ride a Segway. One day the cunt's gonna go, fuck this shit. I'm gonna fucking bite this cunt's dick off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And he's got treats attached to him in his fanny pack. Wow. And it's funny how the bears like wrestle. They grab the single leg. They grab the leg.
Yeah.
And they hold you there.
It's like the Russian UFC fighters. They wrestle like bears and shit to like get good at grappling, bro. Yeah, fuck, man. The bear will fuck you up, man. But China, I didn't think China were doing that shit. But I also forget
I
that.
guess there's dumb people in every country.
Well, not just that. Asians also are very, superstitious. I'm pretty sure they still think like rhino horns can heal them and shit.
Oh,
like,
really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well,
Like, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look.
maybe you can't have it all, right?
Is there still...
Like, as a race, you can't... There's not one race that can just have it all.
No.
Every race has their flaws.
Yeah, 100%. In China. Let's have a look. Is there still like poaching problems and stuff in China? Yes, poaching remains a significant and widespread problem in China, targeting numerous species for food, medicine, and the illegal animal trade. I'm just trying to see what animals or crackdowns have occurred. Challenges persist. There's legal loopholes and ongoing demand for birds, pangolins, and other wildlife. Pangolins are cute, man. That's fucking sad that they do that. I'm trying to see, is there a list of animals that we are talking about?
Well, they're clearly not probably poaching bears. They probably just obviously use them for entertainment.
So pangolins is the main one in China.
Did you say pangolins?
Yeah.
What are they?
Used for it looks like an armadillo. Chinese. I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
Used for their scales and meat. But almost the whole body is used. Use it for fucking wines, soups. Yeah. So these motherfuckers are eating the whole animal. Here we go. Pangolin. They're so cute, man.
Oh, yeah.
How could you kill that? Look at his little face, bro.
Yeah. Plus, why would you want to eat that? It looks like he's wearing an armor.
Yeah.
Like, what makes you think, yeah, I'm going to eat that thing? What the fuck, man? Come on. Like, what happened to the roast chicken? Yeah. What happened to like a $12 Woolies roast chicken?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Come on, China.
Yeah, but they want to
Let's go back to eating pork, beef.
Just the norm,
fish.
the big four. What is it? Fish, pork, beef, lamb. Yeah, the big four. Let's keep it to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see a cow get slaughtered.
Someone goes, would you like a pangolin, sir? I'm like, no, I don't.
Do you have any beef?
Yeah.
The pangolin?
Yeah. Pangolin beef? Come on, man.
Any chicken? Pangolin only.
My last one, Bonnie Blue was deported from Bali recently. I'm a bit late on this one. And banned from Australia. So the British adult star Bonnie Blue was arrested in Bali during schoolies after police raided her operation for allegedly filming pornographic content.
Ugh.
She was using a vehicle dubbed the Bang Bus to pick up young tourists on their schoolies trip, with 14 to 17 men, mostly Australians, also detained, but later released without charge. Bali police seized cameras, props, and her passport. She faces deportation and a possible ban from Indonesia. She was already banned from entering Australia after planning to film porn with 18-year-old schoolies. A public petition in Australia helped pressure officials to block her visa. She's under investigation for pornography and immigration law violations. Yeah, I'll tell you what's weird about this one, right? I know as men, and I think as men, we've made this stigma. We've made it okay for older women to be predators towards young men, and we've made it so that's okay. But if an old guy, she's 26, right? She's not too old. But if a 26-year-old man done this to a bunch of girls on schoolies, he would be considered the worst of the worst, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I think it's because of porn. I think it's because we know that these 14, 18-year-old, 17-year-old guys, they weren't there against their own free will. In fact, there's video footage of young schoolies guys
lining up and
talk.
shit.
Yeah, they were talking to girls on schoolies, and all of a sudden, Bonnie Blue rocks up in the bus, and they start running after the bus. Right?
Jeez,
that's how much. That's how much as men we're cavemen, right? Even if
you can't be that much of a virgin, you're chasing a walking STD in a bus.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I even told Tori this. I would be one of those 14. If at schoolies, I would have been one of those 14 Australians lining up, and I would have asked to go last. No, but that's literally think about this, Iggy. Right, 17 years old, 18. Your brain's not full. Your brain's, you're a virgin. Even if you're not a virgin, your brain's not fully formed. Your testosterone is fucking raging.
Yeah, okay.
You're drunk.
I do get it.
And if you're online, you know this is Bonnie Blue. You're like, oh my god, like blah blah this and that. It's like throwing a sausage down a hallway. Yes, but you'd want to just jump on that train, right? But knowing everything I know now and being a 31-year-old man, I'm like,
yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah,
and you go, listen, the only reason why this is not as there's a big outcry about this. But mostly from women, right? But I think as men, we just go, oh no, lucky guys, haha, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it is kind of fucked up when you think about it, right? Like I know the only reason it's not fucked up is Bonnie Blue couldn't physically harm these guys because she's a woman, right? But if a man did this, he could not only not only make them do shit sexually, but he could beat them the fuck up as well.
Yeah.
He could kill them, you know what I mean? But these 14, 17 to 18-year-old guys on schoolies, they weren't in any danger other than maybe contracting an STD. But so they would have voluntarily wanted to be there, right? They were treated as they were treated as witnesses, not suspects, right? So they got let go, scot-free. But it is kind of fucked up that she would do this. It's legal, but it's weird as fuck. But then at what age is it okay?
Yeah.
Like if they were 20 and she was 26, that seems to be fine. But when kids have just finished school, some of them are 17. I was 17 at schoolies. So I would have been 17 if I was in Bali this year. So rewinding back to when I was in school, you know?
Yeah.
But would I have happily obliged at the time? Yes. I would have been there. I would have been hard as a rock. I would have been popping, I would have been popping a Viagra.
And you'd be the only one without the mask on too. You'd be like, thumbs up at the camera, and you're like,
Mom, Dad, I made it, Mum.
Oh, fucking hell.
But when you really peel it back, man, where's this woman's dignity, bro? Apparently she was a real estate person before. She had an okay job. She worked in real estate. Yeah, she worked in real estate. You can look it up. She worked in real estate. She she wasn't obviously real estate people aren't rolling in the cash, but it's not like she was a dead shit. You know what I mean? She had a good job, but obviously this pays more. And I'll tell you what this does. We're talking about it now. It gets her clicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
course.
she gets paid for this. I get money wise. She's laughing to the bank. But if you're already she's banned from Fiji, she's banned from Indonesia and Australia, all for adult filmmaking, which has been illegal. She's obviously got done with illegal shit doing that. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. It's a dicey thing because if men did this, which they do, obviously, but if women do it, it's like when a hot school teacher takes advantage of a school student. When I say takes advantage because their brain isn't fully developed and they might want to be there, but women lose their virginity to guys at a young age because they think they want to do it, but then later they regret it. Do you know what I'm saying? So technically it is taking advantage of a young mind, even though these guys probably, I can imagine there was a bunch of chi-hoos going on in there and they were high-fiving each other and whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it does stand. It's fucking weird, man.
It's a weird one. Yeah, you're right. She worked in finance recruitment. She was married. The marriage ended and she actually moved to Australia. So she was living in Australia. And then apparently the reason for all this was because she just got bored of living 9 to 5, started doing webcam stuff, and after she made $5,000 US in 1 week, she went, fuck it, and went balls to the wall. Yeah. So again, it's a bit of the money thing too. The money kind of made her go, oh, fuck yeah.
But when she's in bed alone at night, does she look at herself in the mirror and go, listen,
I'm the man?
No, or does she go like, I only have a few years in this game. Like, but the thing is though, as men, when I say men, I don't mean me and you here. I'm saying men in general. There's always going to be a market for sex. Like sex sells.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Even
Always
though she's
will, always
banned,
has.
even though she's banned from she's banned from 3 different countries now. This won't stop her. She's probably just going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we allow this to happen because, instead of just, beating your meat like a normal person or having sex with normal people that aren't fucking trying to get some clicks off you and fuck people that are on a schoolies trip, we just kind of feed into this,
Well,
it kind of pisses me off a little bit. And I'm probably in the minority as men that think this way. Like I bring this up to people at work and a lot of them just laugh and go, yeah, fuck yeah. And I get that, right?
Yeah.
I get that because that's your first thing. But I think as men, we need to really drop that shit and go, no, fuck this bitch, bro. Like, I don't care if she's doing adult shit with guys that are kind of, I know they're legal. That's not what I'm after. My point is, it's weird no matter which way you cut it. It's legal,
weird.
but it's weird.
It is weird.
Do
It is
your
weird.
adult industry shit. I don't care about that. Get your money. Pop that pussy. Literally, quite literally.
But targeting people at school is
come on,
bizarre.
bro,
That is
yeah.
very bizarre. It's like, it's
But
so
she's a
weird.
woman, so it's fine. You know what I mean? Well, it's not fine. She got deported, but and women are the most people that are speaking out about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this ain't right, man. This is weird.
Yeah, no, because it doesn't matter where she goes in the world, there's going to be a line of dudes
Yeah.
that want to fuck her.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, you have to wear 3 condoms.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'll tell you what's
she
crazy.
would have STDs like no tomorrow.
I think what's crazy about the vagina, right? It's me having a vagina and all. That thing like whips back into shape pretty quick, smart. But at what point is it like a
hallway.
yeah? At what point does the lips end up looking like a poorly made cheeseburger, and it's like an inverted sock almost? Do you know what I mean? As in, like, at what point does it get
No,
weird?
but she probably would get surgery on it
Eventually.
and you have to, right?
Because she's had dicks all shapes and sizes
Yeah.
at this point.
Big ones, small
Big ones, small
fat
ones, girthy ones, skinny ones,
skinny ones,
black ones,
elongated
white ones with warts on it.
ones with dick cheese.
Oh, lots with dick cheese.
Yeah.
Lots with dick cheese. And like, imagine if you're the last one to go in that line.
Apparently, I seen on a TikTok in an interview, she said there's heaps of people that request to go last.
Maybe because you'll be the last one she remembers.
Ah,
But you're not, because the biggest guy is the guy she's going to remember.
Yeah.
Bonnie Blue Waffle. That's what I'm going to call her from now on. Bonnie Blue Waffle.
Mrs. Blue Waffs.
Yeah.
That's fucked. There actually wasn't that much crazy stuff this week.
No, this week was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Considering we had a guy that mummified his mum just to collect her pension and we had
Pension
Bonnie Blue Waffle,
We had
Roaming Barley.
Diddy Doco, Stranger Things 4.
That's considered a quiet week, so that's pretty good considering.
Yeah. Well, it's good, man. You know, hopefully around the world everyone's calmed down, which I'm sure there has been some crazy stuff, just hasn't been reported yet.
Just yet.
Just pretty crazy. Well, then fuck, that'll do, man.
Yeah, man.
That was it.
Episode 186.
186 now.
Let's go, baby.
So, next week, my friends, might be the last one for the year. Okay?
We will be back.
We will be back.
DZ will be back. We don't know when, but he will be.
There might be a filler. I might leave the speak pipes open for the last week. Maybe you guys will try to come up with a topic. They can send something. Maybe Joey K, you can come up with a topic, send it in the inbox. I'll post it. Hopefully DZ can make the last week. I don't know what his work schedule is like. hopefully we get a guest for the last week. You never know. There might be 4 of us sitting in here next week.
That's it.
So
Thanks
guys,
for listening, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. As always, we will catch you motherfuckers next week. Sheesh.
See you guys.